Section 1, a looming shadow, antimicrobial resistance. Antimicrobial resistance, or AMR, is a growing global health threat. It occurs when microorganisms like bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites evolve to resist the drugs designed to kill them. This resistance makes infections harder to treat, increasing the risk of disease spread, severe illness, and even death. The World Health Organization has declared AMR one of the top 10 global public health threats facing humanity. Without effective action, we face a future where simple infections could once again become deadly. Imagine a world where a minor cut could lead to a life-threatening infection, or where routine surgeries become risky due to untreatable infections. The medications we rely on to treat infections are losing their effectiveness, and the consequences could be devastating. AMR is a complex problem with far-reaching implications for global health, food security, and economic stability. We must understand the factors driving resistance, the potential consequences of inaction, and the strategies needed to combat this growing threat. By raising awareness, promoting responsible antibiotic use, and investing in research and innovation, we can work together to preserve the life-saving power of antimicrobials for generations to come. Section 2, the rise of resistance, causes and consequences. The development of antimicrobial resistance is a natural evolutionary process. However, certain human practices have significantly accelerated this process, creating a critical situation. Overuse and misuse of antimicrobials are among the leading drivers of resistance. Antibiotics, in particular, have been overprescribed for decades, often for conditions that don't require them, such as viral infections like the common cold. This overuse exerts selective pressure on bacterial populations, favoring the survival and proliferation of resistant strains. Similarly, the misuse of antibiotics, such as not completing a full course of treatment, further fuels the development of resistance. Another significant contributor to AMR is the widespread use of antibiotics in agriculture. This practice creates a breeding ground for resistant bacteria, which can then spread to humans through the food chain, direct contact with animals, and environmental contamination. Section 3, a global health crisis, impacts of AMR. The rise of antimicrobial resistance is a global health crisis with far-reaching implications. It affects individuals, communities, and healthcare systems worldwide, particularly in low and middle-income countries where access to healthcare and sanitation is often limited. The World Bank estimates that by 2050, AMR could push up to 28 million people into extreme poverty, primarily in developing nations. The economic impact of uncontrolled AMR is staggering, with a projected global economic output loss of up to $100 trillion by 2050. Low-income countries with limited resources and infrastructure for healthcare and sanitation face a disproportionately higher risk. These nations often lack access to newer, more effective antibiotics and diagnostic tools, making it more challenging to diagnose and treat resistant infections. AMR also poses a significant threat to global health security. Section 4, the high cost of inaction, healthcare and economic implications. The consequences of inaction against antimicrobial resistance extend beyond the immediate impact on individual health. reaching deep into the core of healthcare systems and the global economy. Failure to address AMR effectively will result in a future where even routine medical procedures become risky, leading to increased morbidity and mortality. Hospitals will face immense pressure as infections become harder to treat, requiring longer hospital stays, more intensive care, and costlier medications. This strain on healthcare resources will likely result in increased healthcare costs for individuals and societies, potentially overwhelming already burdened systems. Beyond healthcare, the economic fallout of unchecked AMR is projected to be devastating. The loss of productivity due to prolonged illness and death from drug-resistant infections will significantly impact national economies. The agricultural sector, heavily reliant on antibiotics for animal production, will also face significant challenges. Section 5, Combating Resistance. Strategies for survival. The fight against antimicrobial resistance requires a multifaceted approach involving a combination of strategies. Addressing this global threat demands a coordinated global effort involving governments, healthcare professionals, the agricultural industry, pharmaceutical companies, and the public. One of the most crucial strategies is to optimize the use of existing antimicrobials. This involves promoting responsible prescribing practices, ensuring patients understand the importance of completing their prescribed antibiotic courses, and reducing unnecessary antibiotic use in both human and animal health care. Preventing infections in the first place is paramount in the fight against AMR. Strengthening infection prevention and control measures, such as hand hygiene, vaccination, and sanitation, can significantly reduce the spread of infections and the need for antimicrobial treatment. Research and development of new antibiotics, alternative therapies, and rapid diagnostic tools are critical for staying ahead of evolving resistance. Section 6, Drug Development and Innovation, a beacon of hope. Despite the challenges posed by antimicrobial resistance, there is hope on the horizon. Scientists and researchers worldwide are engaged in a relentless pursuit of new antibiotics, alternative therapies, and innovative approaches to combat drug-resistant infections. One promising avenue involves exploring new sources of antibiotics, such as previously untapped environments like the deep sea, where novel microorganisms with unique antimicrobial properties might be discovered. Another approach focuses on developing drugs that target the mechanisms bacteria use to resist antibiotics, effectively disarming their defenses. Beyond traditional antibiotics, researchers are investigating alternative therapies like phage therapy, which utilizes viruses called bacteriophages that infect and kill specific bacteria. Phage therapy holds great promise, especially for treating infections caused by multi-drug resistant bacteria, where traditional antibiotics have failed. Developing rapid diagnostic tools is equally crucial. Section 7, Policy and Stewardship, Shaping a Healthier Future. Effective policies and stewardship programs are crucial in the fight against antimicrobial resistance. Governments and regulatory bodies play a vital role in implementing measures to promote responsible antibiotic use, prevent the spread of resistant organisms, and incentivize innovation in the development of new treatments. Policies limiting the overuse and misuse of antibiotics in human and animal health are essential. This includes stricter regulations on antibiotic prescriptions, promoting antimicrobial stewardship programs in healthcare settings, and reducing the use of antibiotics as growth promoters in animal agriculture. Implementing surveillance systems to track the emergence and spread of antimicrobial resistance is critical for understanding resistance patterns, identifying outbreaks, and informing targeted interventions. Sharing this information globally allows for coordinated action and facilitates a rapid response to emerging threats. Section 8, Public Awareness and Education. Knowledge is power. Public awareness and education are paramount in the fight against antimicrobial resistance. Empowering individuals with the knowledge and understanding of AMR is crucial for promoting responsible antibiotic use and fostering a collective sense of responsibility in tackling this global health threat. Educational campaigns can effectively raise awareness about the importance of appropriate antibiotic use, highlighting the risks associated with overuse and misuse. These campaigns can target the general public, healthcare professionals, and those working in animal health, emphasizing the importance of responsible antibiotic stewardship. School curricula can incorporate information about antimicrobial resistance, explaining its causes, consequences, and prevention strategies. Social media and other digital platforms offer valuable channels for disseminating information about AMR, engaging the public, and promoting behavior change. Section 9, a global imperative, collaborative action for a sustainable future. Addressing the global threat of antimicrobial resistance requires a unified front and collaborative action on an unprecedented scale. No single country, organization, or sector can tackle this challenge alone. It demands a coordinated global response involving all stakeholders. International collaboration is crucial for sharing information, best practices, and resources to combat AMR effectively. Organizations like the World Health Organization, the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, and the World Organization for Animal Health play a vital role in coordinating global efforts and providing technical assistance. Strengthening global surveillance systems for monitoring and tracking the emergence and spread of antimicrobial resistance is essential. Sharing this data openly and transparently allows for a coordinated response, enabling countries to detect and respond to outbreaks quickly and effectively. Section 10, our collective responsibility, securing a healthier tomorrow. The threat of antimicrobial resistance is a stark reminder of our interconnectedness and shared responsibility in safeguarding global health. It highlights the importance of collective action, responsible stewardship, and a commitment to innovation in preserving the efficacy of life-saving antimicrobials for future generations. Each individual has a role to play in tackling this challenge. By understanding the importance of responsible antibiotic use, practicing good hygiene, and advocating for policy changes, we can contribute to the fight against AMR. Healthcare professionals bear the responsibility of prescribing antibiotics judiciously, while policymakers must enact and enforce regulations that promote responsible antibiotic use. The future of global health hinges on our ability to effectively address the challenge of antimicrobial resistance. By embracing a collaborative, multi-sectoral approach, investing in research and innovation, and empowering individuals with knowledge, we can overcome this threat and secure a healthier, more sustainable future for all.